I just did a mistake to recording this. But welcome to Slxg Podcast. There's my usual fading, which is extremely professional. This time I wanted to keep the music very low, but just keep it there a little bit for no specific reason at all. Maybe just to break the awkward silence that every once in a while like recreates. It's all copyright free music, so it's from a playlist called like music for podcast and gameplays and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's on the tube, baby. If somebody claims it, you're a bitch. You're a motherfucking bitch because it's written that it's all free for me to use it. Okay? So if you're complaining about this, you're a bitch. There's no way around it. Yeah, bitch. Anyway, welcome everybody. Now there's no safety rope. I prepared nothing for this podcast. I don't even know how long is gonna be this podcast. Half an hour, 1 hour, 10 minutes, who knows? Dude, the 10 minutes podcast was a fantastic idea. Like, and I found out about the 10 minutes podcast because before starting this podcast thing, I was like, I should do like a 10-minute podcast. I was like, maybe I should check if somebody did it before. Somebody definitely did it before. Definitely. Let me tell you this. And I don't know, I prepared nothing to talk about, and my life is not that exciting anymore. Like, I should have done like a podcast when I was in Berlin. In Berlin, I had more shit to talk about. Now, as you can see, I speak only about my life in Berlin. I feel the shadow of myself, which I'm not. Of course, I'm not. But the thing is, like, I'm not doing funny stuff anymore. I'm not even having sex anymore. Like, I mean, at first it was a struggle. Now it's even fine. Can you imagine that? It's even fine. I didn't even thought I would have reached this point again. Because I actually already reached this point in my life, if I have to be honest. Yeah, when I moved away from Italy. Also, when I was living here for... No, it's not true. When I was living here, I never had this problem. I don't know. Oh no, I'm sick. I'm sick of it all. I'm sick of them all. Mostly. Yeah. All the time that I meet like somebody new, and maybe I even fuck her. I just can't. I just can't. It's so hard. I tried. There is people that is like showing some kind of interest towards me. Don't get me wrong. I didn't lost it completely. But still, like, all the time that I speak, like, when I was younger, like, I used to not care about this shit, like, you know? Like, I'm not saying that there are all boring persons, and it's just, I'm not interested. Like, I cannot get interested in somebody. So, like, when I think about that, like, when I was younger, like I had no problem in fucking somebody totally uninteresting to me. Just for the sake of it. I don't know why. It's all a game, you know how it works, like, you know? It's always a rush in the end. Always been, like, oh shit. Like, this week, like, like somebody like texted me, or no, she texted me first, and like I met this girl in Berlin, of course, but like I don't know. We had like probably all the time that we have like chats is like always kind of the best type of chat. I don't know how to explain it, but there is some people that when you chat with them like on messengers, like everything becomes like super cool. Like, and even in real life, I mean, like I don't know. Like I told her like mostly like the same thing because she asked how I was, and she was like, "It's weird for a pleasure seeker like you." I never like sometimes people make realize shit about yourself. Hey, yeah, I definitely am a pleasure seeker. Definitely. That's like probably why like I fucked up my life because I just looked for it. I just wanted feeling good. I just wanted to feel good. What can I say? I keep on changing the angle of the camera, not because like I want to try shit, but all because all the time like the stuff that I have like to keep the camera just falls off and stuff like that. So I'm trying. This is what we got, and it's so good, baby. It's so good. I'm yawning because like I'm tired, but it's all good. I look like Kermit the Frog with the beard, but it's all good. Do my eyes look like I have Louis Vuitton bags underneath? Yes. Do I care? No. It's fine. Okay. It's fine. Uh, like that's probably why like I fuck my life so much because like I was a pleasure seeker. That's what I did in Berlin all the time. And that's why I did it in my life all the fucking time. And now I'm doing nothing, baby. I'm doing exactly nothing. That's why I have nothing to talk about. That's why it's weird to have a podcast. What am I supposed to talk about? Like, I checked all the time that I want to start and record an episode of this podcast is always the same routine, and I always do the same thing, which is like opening a web page that says what happened last week. What happened last week? Fuck, I cannot talk. I cannot speak anymore. All the time I try to do that. I try so hard. But the pages never say something interesting. It's always something about politics or another catastrophe in the world or somebody dying somewhere in the world, somebody dying somewhere else. I mean, like, I know this shit is happening. I just don't. I would prefer not to talk about it. Somehow. And it's like, I don't know what to talk about. Because I do nothing. Like, I'm always in this fucking room. I do two things. I'm painting and using internet. And most of the time I do the two things together. I don't draw. Oh my god. I wish I could say that I'm sorry, but once somebody told me that you should never apologize for something that you are, which is an incredible bullshit, but it's incredibly useful bullshit. So, like, I suggest you to use it as much as I do. Like, instead of saying I'm sorry, like, especially like if you are like me, it's super hard to say I'm sorry. So instead of saying you're sorry, you can say somebody once told to me to never apologize for something that I am. It's incredibly useful. But people can counterpart it can counter it with yeah, and then you're an asshole, and then you'll be like, then you have to keep it strong. Then you have to stay strong, right? You know, arguments are like fighting, right? You have to chin down, fist up, and then you never go back, never fall back down unless it's for like some kind of strategic move, like you know what I mean? If it's for breathing, sure, just don't make it a habit. Keep the guard up. You have to stay like strong-minded on your argument. Otherwise, why you even arguing in the first place? I mean, like, there's no point to arguing if you don't want to stay on it. If you're like, if you're looking for attentions, arguing is not like the best choice. Let me tell you this. Also, because it's a lot of energy. I cannot stop. My God, it's so bad. And I ain't gonna even put my hands in front of my mouth. How disrespectful is that? It's extremely disrespectful, let me tell you this. I'm not proud of it, but as Popeye used to say, I am what I am. Dude, this is another bullshit that justifies a lot of bad behaviors. Like, I know a guy that, like, he's an asshole. He's like one of those huge assholes that, like, you look at him and be like, how can you be such a piece of shit? Like, did you ever met people like that? So rude with everybody, it's so up into their own asses that you're like, how can you be like that? Those kind of people that it's obvious that they get something wrong. Oh my God. I cannot stop it. Like, I don't remember when, but somebody told me that it's the coffee. Like, a lot of coffee make you, like, feel sleepy. I don't know. I don't really know about that. I drink a ton of coffee. But I don't really think it's that. And now I don't really know why, like, I'm yawning this much. I also forgot what yeah, the asshole. Like, this guy is really, like, one of those huge assholes that you cannot even believe. They're like, how old are you? 30 something. How can you be still alive like that? This guy had a shop. He still has a shop. And a shop next to his shop did something that he didn't like. Like, the owner put the car in a place that this guy didn't want the car to be, or something like that. Something like crazy like that, alright? And, like, the asshole guy that I'm speaking about just walked off the fucking shop. He walked into the other shop of the other guy. He argued for something like 2 or 3 seconds from what the witnesses said. And he just started to beat the shit out of the guy. What can you say about that? What can you tell about a guy like this? Nothing. Like, you're not even an asshole. You're fucking a psychopath. I mean, we all get mad. We all want to punch people in the face. We all want to punch people in the face. But we don't do it. Like, civilized people don't do it right away. Civilized people has a reason to do it. Like, a good reason. Like, an argument over a parking lot. It doesn't seem like a good reason to beat somebody in the face. But you never know in life, like, there's parking spots and parking spots. Like, there are different kinds of parking spots. Like, that one wasn't a good reason to fight for. Definitely wasn't. But, yeah, like, this guy, like, had, like, many flaws. This one wasn't, like, the major flaw that he had. Like, his temper wasn't the major. I remember that he was very proud of the fact that somebody once offered him, like, a drag from a joint. Like, you know, like, he was, like, amongst people smoking, and you know how it is, like, puff, puff, pass, pass. So the guy was just passing the joint to the one next to him, and the one next to him was this motherfucking asshole. And this guy punched even this guy in the face. I mean, like, what is your problem? Like, this guy had, like, a girlfriend, and I saw them fighting for, like, thousands of times. Thousands. That cringy stuff that white people do in front of everybody. Screaming and weird stuff. She gonna cry. He gonna buy flowers. I shit you not. Almost all the time that they had a fight, it was going out, buying flowers the same day or the day after it. cringy. So cringy. Especially if you have a shop. You have a shop, she the owner, and then she cries, and it's your fault because you're an asshole, and you wanted to have an argument so bad that you made her cry in front of customers. You get kicked out of the shop from her, which goes, she can, like, it's her shop. And the only thing that your mind tells you is going to buy flowers, coming back to the shop, knock on the door like an abandoned dog, and wait for her to say, like, okay, now it's fine. This guy, like, when all this happened, because all this happened in front of my eyes, was like 36, 35, something like that. I mean, like, there's not even, like, some kind of hope of improvement for him. Like, a guy like that, it's done. Like, it's like that forever. Well, after one of these arguments, one of these, like, incredibly dramatic arguments, I saw, like, a friend of, like, okay, context. Him and his girlfriend were fighting in the shop. The shop was full of friend of her and full of friend of him. But generally friend of her that, like, as a consequence, they were friend of him. Amongst them, there was, like, this huge biker guy, very, very, very huge and very mean. And, like, when they were fighting, he just looked at this guy and it was like, dude, just cut it. You know, like, cut it off. Cut the shit off. It's enough. Like, even for him, which was, like, one of these mega bikers that goes not even to the gym, but they go, like, in a garage and just they lift up motorbikes and they're, like, huge and they have tribals and horrible tattoos and shit like that. They'd be like, did you get that in jail? Be like, no, why? That kind of guys, like, you know, for this guy, it was enough. Like, it was like, okay, dude, like, you already, like, humiliate your partner. I think now it's enough for, like, a super alpha male like me. And this, like, and the hassle guy just left. He looked at him and he goes, like, he showed his tattoo because he has, like, a tattoo. He's full of tattoos. He has, like, a tattoo over here around his wrist that says, I am what I am. And then he goes, like, do you know who made me this tattoo? He goes, like, your girlfriend. And this guy goes, like, precisely. He's like, what? like, he didn't say it. But we all understood it. That it means that this justifying him being a fucking cunt. Dude, I am what I am. So damn simple. You don't even have to look for it. You want an excuse for some bullshit that you did? Fine. Easy. I am what I am. It's 5 words, baby. If you contract them, I think that I'm what I... No, okay, no, contracted sounds bad. I am what I am sounds better, definitely. 5 words. 2 of them is a letter. It doesn't even take so much space. You can even get it in your forehead. We want to be a SoundCloud rapper. I am what I am all over here, baby. Here. I am what I am. Done. And then all the time that somebody said that you did some bullshit and you are an asshole and you are this and that, you just go like, bitch, I know, but I can't do nothing about it, neither do you. I am what I am. They just draw me like this. Which is an incredibly good excuse when you're like, slut around. Like, I mean, like, I don't want to be, like, offensive towards somebody else, but I'm thinking about myself, and I am a pretty big slut when, like, I can be it. Like, I've been there. I know what it's like. Been there. I know what it's like to be a slut. Also, I don't know, like slut shaming. Did we already spoke about it in other? I don't know. But I've been like facing the word slut shaming, which I don't really understand. I mean, I understand when is unjustified. So, example, a person, because even like considering that is just feminine is bullshit. Even though for a guy being a slut it cannot be apparently an offense. For like, I don't know if I am a special case, like for me it has been kind of like not really offensive but like a turn down to be like to be defined as slut from somebody. But it's because I was kind of no, it's not like I was looking for something else. It's it's really like I wasn't expecting it. So like, but I was totally acting like a slut. So like it was totally justified. So like I wasn't ashamed from being a slut. I was just sad because I realized I was actually acting like a slut. That was like I didn't felt like slut shamed, even though a girl literally told to my face, like I asked her like if she wanted a drink or stuff like that, and she was like, "No, I'm sorry, I don't accept anything from sluts like you, but we can be friends." And I was like, "Did you just call me a slut?" She was like, "Well, you are a slut. You fucked a lot of my friends. I don't want to fuck you for sure." Stuff like that, and for sure, it's something that a girl can tell me, and I would never dream to tell a girl unless the girl already called herself a slut or like some specific cases. And it's not, oh, girls can do it and I cannot do it. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Of course, there are roles and there are like offensive words that for somebody works and for somebody else doesn't work. It's not right or wrong. It is what it is. It's pretty wrong that there is not a word like slut that works for guys, because there should be. There fucking should be. Like there's a sluts among guys as much sluts as among girls. I mean, like probably there's even more sluts amongst us than amongst girls. Honestly, considering everything, I mean, a girl every day gets people looking at her, probably looking at her butt, and be like, ugh. Guys don't. Generally, they don't, unless they are like very beautiful, metrosexual. I don't really know. It happens. It happens, but it's not something that automatically happens. And also, attentions from a girl are not the same attention you get from a boy. Boys, you get these attentions. Girls, you don't get these attentions. You know, you get different type of attention that you have to notice and recognize. It's complicated stuff. There's calculation behind it. There's weeks and weeks of studyings. There's people in science involved in it. It's not that easy. For guys, it's different. when we give attention to girls, it's totally different. We're not all the same. We're not all fucking maniacs. I mean, we kinda all are. But the best of us know how to control their own emotions. You know what I mean? And feelings and actions. This doesn't mean that we're all motherfucking rapists. Of course. Like, of course not. I'm saying that we all have like the instinct of like maybe hitting on somebody. But generally people with a little bit more of sensitiveness, we just don't do it. We just don't fucking do it. Because it is what it is. We are made for that. We have instincts, you know? Huh? I don't know, man. As I said at the start of this podcast, I'm not having any sex, so my instincts are like forgotten somewhere. So maybe I'm not even right about that. And also the instinct, it doesn't justify any action that any person takes violently on somebody else. That's bullshit anyway. Hmm. I think that most of the people that rapes other people don't rape other people because they really need to fuck. They rape other people because they have some sick other interest behind it. I mean, like, dude, dude. So, here in my town, my hometown, give you context, we are in Italy. Very small town. 4,000 people? 5,000? It's small. It's the country. There's nothing around it. Just wheat fields. There's nothing. Nothing. Here, people is sick as fuck. Like, since I am a kid, I saw like very sick stuff. Like, I saw when I was like in middle school, I saw a guy that he was like in high school taking a girl that was in middle school. She was like 1 year old, no, 2 years older than me. She was 2 class forward, and like he came at the park where we were playing. I was 11, 10 at this time. He took her, he put her in the trunk of a car, and he just went away. Dude, like, people freaked out. People freaked the fuck out. Dude, somebody is like 16 just took a girl that was like 12, 13, something like that, put her in the trunk of a car and went away in front of everybody in the broad daylight. He didn't took her away and then boom. No, he just came to the park, went straight to the girl, took her, trunk, away. Dude. Okay, I just don't want to make you feel bad. I want to tell you the rest of the ending of the story before the rest of the story. The girl was fine. She didn't got even a bruise. She got very scared, for sure. I don't know, probably she got traumatized for it more than a little bit, because what did you expect? I would be traumatized for sure. But physically, she didn't got anything. It didn't do her anything, because when I said everybody freaked out, I mean every fucking body freaked out. Like his friends, like first and foremost, this guy, he didn't have a driver license. In Italy, you don't have a driver license until you are 18, and you are 18 generally when you are last year of high school. No, like 16-year-old shouldn't drive a car in the first place. That was something already to think about. And then, like, all of his friends, classmates, were all there because it's all from the same place. It's a fucking village in the middle of nothing. I wouldn't surprise to see a fucking Frankenstein coming out from a church one day. Maybe not from the church, but you know what I mean. And like everybody saw that, so everybody like went on like motorbikes, scooters, bicycles, like to look out for this. You know where this guy was? This guy was so motherfucking far away in the countryside, ready to do whatever he wanted to do, and he had a lot of shit in the car. He didn't went one single hour to the prison, to jail, reformatory, whatever. Because here this shit happens. This shit happens all the... Dude, this place is sick as fuck. People think to know what sickness is, but like all the time that I think about like the shit that happens there, the shit that I saw happening here, not even like in Bologna. We're not even speaking about Bologna, which is a big city. We're not even speaking about Ferrara, which is like a very very small city. We're speaking about like a very small place, dude. We're rednecks. We're motherfucking rednecks around here, okay? So like, it's nasty. This shit is grimy as fuck, dude. 2 weeks ago, maybe 1 month ago, something like that. Like a kid that's like 16, basically, like he raped another kid that is like super young, like we're talking about 10 years old, while other two kids were taking a video. And they did all this shit in a motherfucking graveyard. You know what I mean? When people say, no, you're exaggerating, that place cannot be that bad. This place can be bad as fuck, bitch. There's something around here, and it's evil. It's evil. Evil as fuck. Trust me, there must be a reason why I am so motherfucking dark. Here, people dies like motherfucking flies. I shit you not. I don't know why. Since a long fucking time. Since I was a kid, I saw like dead people around here. Not in the street, but I saw like death constantly. Constantly. So this must have influenced me somehow. That's why probably I'm so motherfucking sunny. Huh? But yeah. With this, I think we need 30 minutes, and for this episode, I think would be more than enough. With this bombshell, I'm gonna drop at the end. I think will be enough. And we see you on the next episode. I don't know like when I'm gonna post this. Monday, Friday, we'll see. See you on the next episode for sure. I hope that I can record more of this, but I will try. I probably will record more of this, because then maybe I can record more of this all in a row, and then we'll see. Oh, probably I can record another one tomorrow, and who gives a flying fuck? I mean, like today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. I got shit to do. I got nobody to say. Told you, my life is interesting like my fridge's door. Probably my fridge's door is much more interesting than my life lately. But Twitch is going great, so if you wanna like hang out over there it's pretty cool, pretty chilled. We have a lot of nice people. Now I have a print shop. Not really a print shop, but my print is on sale on Imprint website. So I'm gonna link it in the description below, because I don't know how to put the fucking buttons all over here. But one day I'm gonna be like the guy, like, oh, you can click here if you for this, you can click there for that. One day, baby. One day I'm gonna buy even a better webcam. I swear to God. This one is like 720p, but I don't trust her. Because like these doesn't look really 720. These look like more 360. Kinda. Probably is OBS, probably I don't know shit. I don't know, dude. I know. Anyway, thank you for being there. See you next time. And stay weird.